to try to figure that shit out.
Absolutely.
But happy New Year. New
Yes.
NFL season starts today. Shout out to the Sports Podcast.
Yep. Come here a second. You have to just bear with us here.
Yeah,
For some reason, mobile on Facebook is not working. Either or.
we both got fat faces, is what it is.
That's all that alcohol you drank yesterday.
Swelling up.
Got you swollen.
Swollen these streets.
So anyway, we'll get right into it. One eye for me, one eye for you.
All right, well, let's start off by talking about last night.
It was a success. It was a really good night. We had fun. There was everybody put on a good show.
Shout out to Fino. Shout out to Slim and Jeezy. Shout out to everybody that showed up. Sports Podcast came through, made a cameo.
Right. And yeah, we had fun, man. It was cool. Everybody put on a good show. There was no trouble. Nobody went to jail. There was no fight.
No fights.
Other than that, anytime you give a night where alcohol, and a bunch of adults come into play, and it comes out as a good night with no bullshit, everybody makes it home safe.
We put the Ice Cube meme out. It was a good day.
So let's get right into it, bro.
Oh, we at Backyard Bourbon. This is a really nice place.
Beautiful.
On St. Bernard Highway. They really did a bang-up job. Y'all can come over here, watch the Saints game, drink some beers, play cornhole out here in the courtyard where we are.
Right.
Beautiful inside. Play some foosball, some pool, talk some shit about your fantasy team.
And
do you really want to stay home and watch football all day?
And I've been here on many occasions, at least once, of every different venue that made this place, and they did a really good job of creating this and making it original and making it their own. And Slim, you missed it. We already talked about the show.
Yep.
We're not going to fill your head and make you swell your head up anymore.
You have to wait till we finish and go back.
So, what are your concerns about this game? Do you have any concerns? Any questions?
That Ryan Fitzpatrick will outsmart the Saints defense because he's a Harvard graduate.
Well,
does that concern you?
Not really. If that really mattered, he'd still be he'd be getting a Kirk Cousins contract somewhere. I wouldn't say Aaron Rodgers contract because Aaron Rodgers got NBA money.
Well, let's talk. You ain't got no issue with Aaron Rodgers' contract. Huh?
No,
he deserves all that money.
If you could get it. That's just going to open up things for other quarterbacks to get paid. I mean, what? How much is it? It's like 140 million, some crazy number like that.
It's a lot, man. I don't have internet to search it up.
Let me see.
You got the internet hooked up, huh? You got the internet? You got it hooked up?
Yep. I'm gonna check it out, y'all.
We ain't had no rough night. He might have had a rough night. He's sitting here struggling. I'm in pretty good shape. The only thing, he knows how I am about the Heat. So what's the over/under of me bitching about the Heat? 5 minutes?
An historic game that will pay him as much as $180 million. Like that's like topped out. If everything turns out the way he wants it to do, obviously, he'll get $180 million. So
y'all tell us is Aaron Rodgers worth $140 million?
$100 million guaranteed. So even if he lays eggs, he's getting $100 million.
That's a good consolation prize from breaking up with his supermodel girlfriend.
Right. Maybe that's why they did it. They felt bad.
Yeah.
He was mourning. He was crying. He wouldn't come out the bed.
I'd be crying too.
Yeah. So they gave him $100 million.
So let us know what y'all think the score of the game today is going to be.
What's the spread?
Oh, snap. Saints are 10-point favorites.
Yeah. All right. They are 10-point favorites? That's how big the spread is, right?
10-point favorites in opening week. It's the biggest spread of the weekend.
That's big. That means Tampa's that bad. And I don't know if Sean Payton was just talking high about him, but he said that Tampa looked good in the preseason. And you know what it is? It's because they got Fitzpatrick behind center. That's probably why it's Tampa.
You think
if it was Jameis Winston, I don't think he would be
that high?
Yeah, I don't think he would. I don't see why. That's a lot, bro. That's a division rival. You giving a 10-point spread to. You telling Tampa right out the gate that y'all going.
Y'all ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I see. So what about the game the other night?
31-10, Slim said. It was boring until the fourth quarter. It finally got interesting. They said Julio Jones caught like 11 passes for like 160 yards,
and
but couldn't get in the end zone.
Yeah, they had more offense than Philly had too. Philly made the stops when they needed.
Well, you brought this up last night about Cowherd talking about Matt Ryan, and then also in that rant he talked about how great Matt Ryan is from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line.
Right.
But once he gets in the red zone, he sucks.
Well, right. I mean, he just.
And he said the reason why is because he don't have any foot movement. Like Drew Brees could get up. He's not fast. You wouldn't confuse Drew Brees in the track store.
He knows how to
but he knows how to move his feet around to make a play.
Well, and that's critical, being able to step inside the pocket and make that slight little slide. It's amazing how great their feet are when they can do that. You know how frustrating that's got to be for a D lineman to feel like, I got him. And then he just kind of sidestepped just that one little.
But we all know the second best thing to a Saints victory is a Falcons loss.
Yeah. Well, that was good.
A lot of people say Cowboys, but I'm more Falcons.
That's I don't know.
Slim
that's
said
cliche because it's America's team, but you got to win your division first. So a division rival means more to me than a division loss.
So if Atlanta plays Dallas in the NFC Championship game, who are you rooting against?
Ooh, that's tough.
You ain't rooting for nobody, but who are you rooting against more? I'm not a Dallas hater like that, so.
I guess I'll have to go with Dallas. I'd have to pick Dallas.
Root against Dallas?
No, I'd have to pick Dallas.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. They'd have to do something really great to piss me off. But
my mom said if Jameis Winston said if Tampa wins, everybody's invited to his house for crab legs.
There you go.
Slim said Julio's got one touchdown with 20 targets in the end zone. That's crazy.
Who
I think I seen that. That was last season. He had one touchdown inside the 20.
Yeah, and look,
he's big too. He's not like a slot receiver like Brandon Cooks.
Well, look at the game. Look at the playoff game last year with Philly. I mean, they had a chance to win it. The ball slipped right through his hands in the red zone. Like he catches that ball, Philly's not moving on.
Right.
It's you might see Atlanta in the Super Bowl with it.
One thing I think Tampa does have is a good pass rush.
Yeah.
So they Gerald McCoy and them boys. I'll be like Stephen A. Smith.
Right.
Because I don't know anybody else.
They do. They really do. I mean, they got some solid talent.
And it looks like we might be shorthanded on the O-line today. So that's one thing I would look out for that might cause some concern. Is our O-line's a little banged up coming into the season. Yeah. But we have good depth. But we'll find out how strong our depth is. What's up, Chad?
But that's where you get into the footwork.
Got Tennessee. That's a Tennessee background.
What's up? So that's where a quarterback who can shuffle inside the pocket can compensate for a line. I mean, even Breeze is not going to be touched. He's not going down with 3-4 sacks. It's not.
Well, Breeze knows how to get that ball out quick.
Right. It's not. I'm not too concerned about that. They'll find ways to adjust.
So, what are you anxious to see from the Saints today? What's exciting you?
I wouldn't say exciting.
I mean,
just to see him play. But the first thing I want to see is can this guy who's taking Ingram's spot for the first 4 games help us not miss him?
Is that the guy we got from New England or
that's what
Gillisley?
Gillisley or something. Yeah, right. I don't even know who he is. They didn't cut everybody else.
Sounds like a rapper. Gillisley. Gilly the Kid? Right, they say wrote Lil Wayne stuff.
But from what I hear, he's a beast. And I guess he didn't have a lot of playing time in New England because they had so much depth at running back.
Right. Well, they run a different style of running game too. They use their running backs more as slot receivers, like Dion Lewis.
Right.
Like we kind of do it with Kamara, but not like New England does it.
No. And look, Ingram can catch the ball out of the backfield too.
But once Kamara got here, he knew he had to start. Well, the whole time he was here, really, he always had guys catching balls. So he knew for him to be able to get to play more snaps, he was going to have to pick his catching game up.
Right. Well, that's what we do best. I mean, the versatility of all playmakers carries the weight. Now, the tight end position, who's our depth that tight end right.
We lost you. We lost your cousin, huh? He's not on the team anymore.
Oh, you keep saying every time I bring up tight ends, you bring up some guy that played for us 5 years ago.
We lost your cousin.
The third string tight end from 5 years.
So we got Hoopman's out for the year. Tad likes the Steelers. Steelers play the Browns today. What you think the Browns get all that hype from Hard Knocks and give the Steelers a run for their money
people
today?
are looking at them week 1, and if the Steelers run through them, that the Hard Knocks will mean nothing. If they can go and beat the Steelers today,
I will say this about the Steelers: Le'Veon Bell's holding out right now, but D'Angelo Williams, when Le'Veon was suspended last year, D'Angelo Williams fit that spot like a glove. And I think Pittsburgh's going to be not as bad shape in the running game as people think. I know Le'Veon wants to get paid, and he probably deserves to get paid, but Pittsburgh's got a good scheme on the running, with their running game.
Does this sound accurate to me? I'm sorry, cut you off. Second string quarterback is JT Barrett on the depth chart?
No, was that ESPN? They probably don't have all that stuff updated.
I don't know, dude. Why would they not update this? This is what everybody wants to know. This is a hot topic. All right, so tight ends: Ben Watson, Josh Hill. Yeah, that ain't right because he's done, huh?
No, Josh Hill's still on the team.
Yeah, I'm talking about Huma now.
He's just on IR. He just got hurt.
Right, but he's on the depth chart right now, so that can't be accurate.
Yeah, that's probably before the trade.
And that's the hottest. All right, so if we go to NewOrleansSaints.com, I'm sure we can find that. And look, the running backs. What they got at running back? Kamara, yeah, that ain't right.
So we're not playing fantasy football against each other this year. So we can't bet each other on fantasy football. So I need to redeem myself from getting my head shaved this year. So I want to cross over into your expertise. Because you're expert in picking how many games the Saints win, because you ask me every week on the podcast. How many games you think they're going to win the rest of the year?
12-4.
Oh, we got a Raiders fan in the house.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders. That's our second favorite team.
Right. That's my AFC team. I hope John Gruden really lives out to his potential.
Well, they shitting on him in the media, so I hope he proves everybody wrong.
He left the gravy train job to go coach the team, and the NFL has changed in 10 years.
So in our text thread with Fats, you offered a wager to me to pick the Saints record, and whoever gets closest will get the win the bet. So why don't you tell everybody what you willing to offer? What kind of wager you willing to offer? We're not gonna do the shaved head again. We already did that.
Yeah, I had to hear about that too from your mama.
So
what's that?
We're gonna do wild card weekend. What do you want to do on wild card weekend? What's the pay up bet?
Wild card weekend.
What does the loser have to do for the winner?
I don't know.
Well, you mentioned wearing a dress. I mean,
I'm not wearing a dress.
Is that good enough, everybody?
You wearing a dress. I was saying you wear.
Why are you not wearing a dress, right? You got a reputation to uphold or something?
A little bit.
What you guys think? You think the loser should have to wear a dress on the podcast and flaunt like a catwalk?
No, we're not going. Depth chart. Here's the depth chart. I'll change the subject.
No, we're not changing the subject. Look, I want input. Everybody,
okay. Well,
5 people that are watching.
We'll let the people decide.
We want input. What do you think our bet should be this year on who could pick closer? How many games the Saints win?
So our depth chart at tight end. This is at NewOrleansSaints.com. So this has got to be accurate. Ben Watson, Josh Hill, and Dan Arnold. That's from the Roseanne.
Scotty said we should wear makeup, dress and makeup. I'm in.
Dress and makeup.
I'm sure we know makeup artists that could come and do the show with us. That can hook Paul up.
No,
because he's gonna lose.
So what is your prediction? You haven't even said anything. You just looking.
I want to know what the wage is first. I want to know if it's worth my time to get it. Look, Chad said dress and makeup. That's 2, right? Look, we're gonna shake on this or what?
No, we ain't shake.
You scared, man?
Yeah.
Why are you so scared, man? Why are you so fucking scared,
Not
man?
wearing a dress and makeup. If the Saints win the Super Bowl, I'll
No, you don't be Buddy D, man. You don't be Buddy D. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're scared, say you're scared.
I'm scared.
All right. Well,
any
other ideas for this guy? He don't want to wear makeup. Should we make him eat Rocky Mountain oysters or something?
So I told Dan. All right. So I'm running back. Yeah, Gilsley. So we only have 2 running backs active right now.
I think we just activated Williams yesterday.
Okay, so this might not be updated this morning.
Yeah.
And then they cut Gerard. They cut Bushrod yesterday, just to let y'all know.
Oh, what? All right. Slim said have to wear Falcons gear for a week.
I could do that.
I don't know if I could do that.
I don't
know if I could do that.
You wear the dress?
I might wear the dress. I might have to wear a dress over Falcons gear.
All right. So you wear the dress and I'll wear Falcons gear.
How'd that sound, everybody? Does that sound good? Do we shake on that?
He has to wear a dress and I'll wear Falcons gear. I'll wear a noodle on shirt.
Well, let's get it, bro. Let's start making our picks. So what do you
want me to pull up the schedule?
Yeah, let's pull up the schedule. Let's go over the games, and we can actually get a good synopsis of what the Saints are gonna do this year. I'm gonna need some help. I'm getting some help from everybody in here. They saying 12-4.
I said 12-4. That's what I told you this morning, and I'm kind of basing that off of the fact that we're missing Ingram for 4 games. And I don't mean they're gonna go 0-4, but
look.
They could split.
You kind of hearing where he wants to go today.
What?
We don't want to lose next week because we shoot a video next Sunday. If you guys haven't heard, if you out tailgating for the Saints game next Sunday, get with us. We're gonna be running around with a cameraman all around Poydras shooting his video.
Right. We get to show the South how New Orleans gets down on Sunday morning, even if we do play the Browns. You know, and look, they'll be excited.
I know we got a Steelers fan in the room. Why don't you make sure you guys soften them up for us this week?
How long before which called Le'Veon Bell decides to actually join the team? That's you don't usually see star players like that holding out past week 1. You know what I'm saying? Like they usually show up the week of, right before the season starts. So
he wants his money, man. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him at all. Nobody should be mad at him for that. He deserves it. He's the best running back in the NFL. I
think the cap should be raised because they paying these quarterbacks all this money.
Right.
And they don't take any of the hits. Well, not many of the hits. And running backs, their shelf life is so short and they're so replaceable.
That's right. I mean, they say running back is like the easiest position to transition to from college to pro. Like offensive line is one of the hardest ones. You know what I'm saying? Learning your shifts. So, all right. So we're gonna go down the line here.
All right, what we got?
We
got to win today. I'm picking to win today. So that's one for me.
And we play the Browns next week.
I'm picking to win there because everybody's going to be in a jovial mood.
All right. So then we get to go to Atlanta.
I want to pick a win there. I hate the fact I'm not going to pick against them, but I'm not going to pick for them.
All right.
So it might be included in my losses later on.
So 2-1. We're going 2-1. They're going to lose to Atlanta week 3. And then we go on to New York week 4.
I don't really think much of the Giants, but I don't think much of Eli. And there's a reason why New England got rid of their best offensive tackle. So usually, don't mind the bikes behind us. Usually, Belichick kind of gets rid of guys before they actually do something.
All right.
They're on their way out. So I'll give them a win there.
All right. So you going 3-1. Yeah, it's hard to decipher because New York's got a new revamped thing going on right now. So I don't know what they're gonna bring. So I'll give them 3. I'll say 3-1. So without Ingram, we went 3-1 right now.
Yes,
Redskins, week 5.
We don't lose Monday night in the Dome, so we're gonna go 4-1.
Okay, we 4-1 right now. Going into Baltimore.
I think it's gonna be a tricky game. Baltimore's a sneaky good home team.
Who's
Their
gonna be the
defense always
quarterback?
steps up.
Who's gonna be the quarterback in Baltimore that week?
Oh, Flacco, I think, is gonna play the whole year.
Okay. All right. So you wanna give the all right. We'll say the Ravens beat the Saints. Is that fair?
I don't know. You say what you want. I'm making my own picks. I got shit on the line
This
here.
is the deal. This is the deal. You're 4-1, right? Going into week 6. After the Ravens game, you got the Vikings and then the Rams. I was about to say this. Rams, Bengals. We beat the Bengals. So you think we all right? Let's say we beat the Ravens. All right. So
Right.
6 and what is that? What I said? 1, 2, 3. That's
All right. This is how I dissect that. You gave me that 3-game stretch.
5-1.
I'll say we go 1-2 in that stretch. So we'll be 6-3. I don't know where the wins or losses are going to be, but we go 1-2 in that stretch. We'll be fine.
6-3 after the Rams game. That's what you
Right.
said.
Yeah.
All right. Bengals. We beat the Bengals 7-3. Eagles in the dome.
8-3. I didn't see much from the Eagles that impressed me the other night.
Think Wentz will be back.
Wentz will be back, but I didn't see much from the defense that really.
Since it's in the dome, I'm gonna say we beat them. All right, so we 9-3.
We got to be different somewhere. So I'll go 8-4. You could be 9-3 now. So
9-3. All right, and then Falcons. We beat the Falcons, so we going 10-3. And I said 12-4. So Cowboys, a new Cowboys team.
I'm not a big believer in the Cowboys.
So beat the Cowboys. We sweep the Bucks.
Sweep the Bucks.
Split the Panthers. Oh, and we got a Steelers game.
And the Steelers will be tough.
In the dome.
So you say 12-4. I'm gonna say 11-5.
That's what I was about to say. I went from 12-4 to 11.
Nah, you already picked 12-4.
I didn't. Whatever. No, bullshit.
I got 11-5.
I got 11-5. After that, I changed it. We didn't officially close this out. I said 12-4. But
Well, we got to say something different. You can't say both say 11-5. How's that gonna happen?
All right. So you say 12-4, and I say 11-5.
I never did say
You
12-4.
just did.
You said 12-4.
No, you said 12. You just said
Why
you got to
you-
say something different.
Why you got to pawn your pick off on me?
12-4.
I'll go
11-5.
10-6.
All right, 10-6, 11-5.
Because I think as much as I want to say, there you go, Slim. Slim, are you willing to come on here with a dress if your 13-3 is not right? That's the question. We got a lot on the line over here, Slim.
Right.
It's easy to go and type it, but are you willing to put your money where your mouth is?
Oh, you willing to dress up? 13-3. Keys said 13-3.
Keys said 13-3.
Dude, that's a tough schedule, bro, to go 13-3.
Kevin, who's your team? Shout out to Kevin. He's from Canada. That's our Canada homie.
Oh, Steelers.
That's our Canadian homie. I know.
Steelers fan.
We're gonna break down